You're tuned in into Craving Flavors. In this episode we are gonna cook some Wallago attu dried fish with paplu vegetable, jackfruit seed and small baby potatoes. First of all, you do need to clean the dried fish, give it a good wash, and we're going to use the same water to cook the fish and the curry all together. So let's get this started. Let's enjoy and let's have fun with our family, everybody. Let's go. First you need to chop up the paplu vegetables. So make them into a small, about 1 or 2 centimeters would be absolutely. So use a whole bunch of them. It doesn't matter if it's green or purple, just chop them up and make them into little pieces. The jackfruit wise, again you need to clean them and give it a good clean, and we're going to squash this up, we're going to crush it all together. So give them a clean, cut them, slice them if you do need to. If you have any bad parts, just take them off. So given this, that would be about 3 or 4 pieces, so it's about 1.5 handful of jackfruit seeds. And I'm going to use some baby potatoes, again clean them and chop them into half. That will be absolutely fine. These are the main ingredients. And the fish, the dried fish, as I mentioned earlier, it's a very Asian boal fish, or Wallago attu fish itself. First of all, you need a casserole after you've done all the vegetables. So put it on gas mark 4, let it heat up a bit, and we'll add the ingredients in. So we'll add oil in. All you need to do is add 5 to 6 tablespoons of olive oil, or any other oil will be fine. Olive oil or bean oil is the best one to use, but I am using olive oil in this cooking session. So add it all in, let it heat up. Now I'm going to add 1 clove or garlic. I've chopped this into little pieces. So drop it all in, and do watch out for the oil spray. So give it a stir. We do need this to go quite a brown finish to give it optimum finish and optimum temperature. So leave it on gas mark 3. Stir it until it turns brown. I've got my bowl fish, the Wallago attu fish, all cleaned up. It's because it's dry, it's going to be very smelly and it's going to be quite potent. So give it a good clean, absorb it in water for about 5-10 minutes, and that should give it an optimum finish and everything. So when that is all finished, cleaned up, we'll leave it in the water for about a few minutes, then we'll pop it into the pan. Now this is golden brown. Now we can add the fish in. So drop it in. Do watch out for the oil blowing everywhere, spitting everywhere. So be safe. And pop it all in and keep on giving it a stir. Keep on stirring, keep an eye on it in a few minutes so it doesn't burn in and everything. So while it cooks, leave it with the lid for about 2-3 minutes. That should help it infuse and cook much better. Now we're going to add 1 whole garlic in. That's made it into a paste. So use a grater, crush it and give it into paste. We're going to put 2 tablespoons of onion paste. So get the onion, make it all into paste. That will be absolutely fine. Give it a stir while it's all in there, so it infuses with the fish. So I have to say, guys, this is going to be very, very smelly. So do watch out for your neighbours out there. Pop the lid back on, leave it for 3 minutes. That should help it infuse and everything. So after 3 minutes, we're going to add the masalas in. I'm going to add a half a teaspoon of turmic powder. Drop it all in. I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of chilli powder. I'm using the extra hot. It's all up to you guys. If you want to use it, you can. If you want to use mild chili, you can. But I love this curry to be extremely hot. So I've added 2. I may add more later stage. Now half a teaspoon of coriander powder. Drop it all in. This is smelling already outrageous, I gotta tell you guys, outrageous already. Now I'm gonna add half a teaspoon of coriander powder. Sorry, what am I saying? It's jeera powder, not coriander. We've added already in. Sorry, I got kind of confused there. Stay with me, guys, stay with me. So we've added all these ingredients. Now all we need to do is give it a stir. As you can see, I'm still a bit of an amateur at this, so stay tuned, it will improve and get better. So give it a stir so it doesn't all burn and everything. I'm gonna add, so we're gonna add the water that we had before. Drop it all in. This is the water where we've cleaned all the fish, but we've left it with absorbing with some water, so the flavour stayed in the water. Pop it back into the pan so it goes infuses with the fish itself. So you can see it's gone like a red, golden red finish to it. Now all you need to do is add some salt. This is all depending on taste. I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of salt. Drop it all in, give it a great stir so it mixes with it, and while you're doing this, keep the gas low so nothing burns. So when everything's in, we're going to put the gas up a bit, but I'm going to put the lid back on and we're going to leave it for 5 minutes on gas mark 2, so low gas will be fine with the lid on, and let's leave it for a little while. And don't forget to give it a stir every few minutes and seconds, everybody, because if you don't, it can burn. As everything's cooking nicely away, bubbling away, I'm going to add the jackfruit seeds in. So get a handful, drop it all in, and we're going to let this cook for about 4 to 5 minutes. Keep on stirring and let all the flavouring, the fish, infuse with the jackfruit seeds. The fruit itself is one of my favourite, because if you do like the jackfruit itself, you will love the seeds. So it's a summer fruit and its delicacy is nice. It has more of a smooth texture to it. So give it a stir, let it cook for about 4 or 5 minutes, and then we'll add the vegetable in. Because the jackfruit seeds is quite harder, I'm going to add it in before the other vegetable itself, so let it basically cook more thoroughly. Now everything's cooking away. Now we're gonna drop in the paplu fish vegetable. What am I saying today? I'm going crazy. So drop it all in, give it a stir, and let it infuse and everything. We're gonna leave this about 2-3 minutes, because this vegetable is quite soft and everything doesn't take long to cook. Now you can see the flavour, you can see the green, you can see the brownish, the golden, everything infused together. You can hopefully smell it through the camera as well, because it is wow. Just gotta say wow. The last ingredient is gonna be some chilli and the baby potatoes. Chilli wise, we're gonna drop in about 7 to 8 bird's eye chilli. Again, this is depending on taste. If you do love chilli, go for it. If you don't, don't add any in. So I hope you can see this. It's looking colourful, it's looking delicious. So let it cook for about 2-3 minutes, then we'll add the baby potatoes in. After everything's done cooking nicely, we're gonna add the baby potatoes in. So get the whole bowl in, drop it all in. So that should basically take more of the spiciness, more of the potentness away. And the baby potato just gives you a bit more smooth texture to it. So after that, so stirring, and while you're stirring, if you do see any parts burning and everything, add a little bit of water. So I'm gonna add up a cup of water in, drop it all in so nothing burns, nothing sticks to the casserole itself. The best thing to do is to use a non-stick casserole, but if you don't have one, steel one's fine. So keep an eye on it, give it a stir. Any burnt, as I said, water. If it hasn't, it's absolutely fine. If you do need to add more, add more. If you don't, it's absolutely fine. We're going to put the lid back on and we're going to leave it for 4 to 5 minutes. We're going to add the chili in, and that will be the end of the cooking. The best look for this curry is so the water is submerging all the vegetable, the fish, and the jackfruit seeds and everything. So the last ingredient I said is chili. So because we like this very potent, I'm gonna add about 7 bird's eye chili, drop it in, let it cook, and this will take, as I mentioned earlier, about 4 to 5 minutes. After that, we're all done. So thank you for tuning in to creating flavors. And if you have enjoyed this, share with your family and friends and subscribe. And I hope to see you in the next episode. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. This is me signing out. Goodbye and good night, and see you later, everybody. Bye bye.